Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite commentary. And this time around we're going to take a look at Izanami's buff. It is not one that is very visible, so to speak, because it's going to be a buff in her base damage. Her base damage is increased at just level 1 and is increased as you level up. So her damage will be higher than it used to be with her basics. It's something I really was curious about how powerful it could be, and from what I can really tell after one game, which I don't know if it's the best way of kind of discovering if it actually is a buff or not, or if it's very noticeable. So far I feel like it is actually definitely noticeable and powerful, but I'm not sure if that's just because of the way this game will go, or just well, the buff itself. But this was one I was looking forward very much, because Izanami is kind of my favorite hunter at the moment. I always have my favorites at certain points in time, but this time around I do like me some... Ooh, nice Sanctuary by the Ra. I do like me some nice Izanami. Ooh, Akui is very low. I try to body block some shots. I'm quite low myself as well. He's actually still alive. Not sure how they are not killing him, but okay. Do need to be careful. Ooh. Oh, I was too late. I was trying to use my Sanctuary, it wasn't in time. That sucks. Actually got the Zonquei as well with that crush. What a bad start to start things up. But my team is able to get 3 kills in return. They also got the first blood. So that will be an advantage to us for now. Not entirely how I wanted it to go, but yeah. I tried to make Kubi survive as much as possible, but he took a very odd pathing, kind of walking towards their base instead of ours. Not sure what was going on with that, but nice Fearless. Beautiful Fearless by the tier. Sanctuary was used by the Ra, so he doesn't have Purification Beads, and the ultimate will be enough for the Zonquei to finish off the enemy Izanami. So that's going to be again 2 kills in this engagement. Definitely very good for us. Looks like he is very low. Can I confirm the basic? Yes, I can. And that will be another kill on the enemy Ravana. Do need to be a little bit careful. I don't have any mana. Nice block by the Awilish, able to knock me up in my back. I use my potions just to make sure that I get enough mana to use my 3 to get me out of trouble. I still had my Sanctuary if I was in a lot of trouble. I just didn't really want to use it if I didn't have to. Especially early on, if they use all their abilities, they don't have a lot of damage just yet. I mean, Izanami doesn't have any items yet to do a lot with her basic attacks. Same for the Ravana. Same for Awilish. Just, I feel like if their abilities are down, you are not... You won't have to be afraid about a lot of their things. But since I got 2 kills and 2 assists already, even though I did die once, I have enough gold to finish off Ikaval, so that's going to be very useful, especially against their 3 physicals. The enemy is Izanami, the Awilish, as well as the Ravana. So that's definitely an important one. Both sides don't really have a tank, no Guardian at least. They have as a tanky frontliner the Ravana, and we have the tier and the Zonquei, which is actually in our advantage, but that also means that they will be playing quite passively, especially early on. Once they get a couple of items, they'll probably go more aggressive. But for now, they are playing quite passively. My team as well. I kind of want to go a little bit aggressive, but usually I'll go more aggressive as I am getting my Asi, because I will have a lot of attack speed. I'll have some lifesteal I can use in emergencies, as well as when I'm below the threshold for Asi, and I pop my 1, I will have a lot of lifesteal out of it, and that can definitely turn around a fight drastically. And that's definitely something that you need to look out for if you're fighting an Izanami, because you will no longer have that lifesteal penalty. If you attack normally with the boomerang basic attacks, your basic attacks will lifesteal 33% of your basic lifesteal. But if you are actually, well, if you are using your 1, you'll get the full benefit out of your lifesteal, and that's definitely something very important. Let's see. Can we try and get something? Nice ultimate. Will I be able to secure the kill? Yes, I will. And I will get a passive stack reading where the Izanami will go to. I can find her in her stealth as well. She runs away. I missed a couple of basics. If I hit those, it would have been fine. There are a lot of minions going down this Ra, and that will definitely allow me to just keep on aggressing. As you can see, he's taking a lot of damage from the minions. Maybe I can get Izanami as well. She's doing a lot of damage to me as well, but I have my minion with me, and that minion can actually body block the enemy Izanami enough, because she still had her 1 activated to allow me to win that trade. Definitely very good engagement. And that's something that you can really use effectively with Izanami. But that's also a misplay on the enemy Izanami. She should have just cancelled her 1. You can do that by right clicking to make sure that you can still hit me as I am well, hiding behind the minion. Nice, Fearless by the tier. And that's enough damage to kill that Izanami on the opponent's side. Well done by the tier. Nice, Fearless, and enough damage. I actually want to go for the main wave, but then Izanami came with it, so I guess it's going to be another kill. 5-1 in 3 already. My team is doing very well, and I'm doing very well as well with the Izanami. I feel like the buff does help her. I do feel like my basic attacks are hitting more than it used to be, but I'm not sure if that has to do with the fact that I am already now 6-1, but I don't know. Ooh, unfortunate miss by the Thanatos. Actually hitting with one of my boomerangs. Fortunately enough, the Thanatos misses ultimate. If he hit that one, it would have been an execute probably. It was quite close though, so maybe not even. Not sure. Let's see if I can assist in any way. I don't want to let the Scylla die. That's a lot of damage on her wheeler. She will give up at least. Let's see if we can go for the Scylla. One more basic. Able to confirm it. And the enemy Izanami still trying to fight me. We need to be a little bit careful. Can I hit one base? Oh, I missed it. If I hit that one, it would have been a kill as well. Even though she was standing inside that heal, it would not have been enough to survive one of my basic attacks with my 1 activated. But I have enough gold already to finish off Chins. It is 6 minutes in the game. I already have 4 items online. I am definitely fat. Next up, I will go for a Hastened Fatalis. Since they're not very tanky on the opponent's side, I'd rather have the additional mobility than going for something like Penetration, which I usually go for. The Hastened Fatalis will allow me to, well, just deal a lot more damage to the more tanky targets. If I get Penetration, it will help against the Ravana. Ravana does have a good amount of protections. He's the only one I won't hit as much on, because he does have the tank boots, which are very effective against Izanami, as well as got the breastplate, so that's a lot of protections already. The reason why tank boots are very effective against Izanami is because if she uses Boomerang, each of her basics will actually hit twice, and will also proc 2 of those hits at the same time. The one going out as well as the one going in. Not sure why the Scylla tried to fight me or face tank me. Not going to complain though, that was a kind of a free kill. She could have just, I feel like she could have just used a 3 to go over the wall to safety. Not sure why she didn't. Maybe she actually used it, I'm not sure. Looks like the enemy Izanami is going to be stealthed and actually found by our... wow, that hit for a lot. I'm taking a lot of damage. Actually avoiding the Ra snipe. I don't want to attack the Ravana. He used thorns, so that's something I need to be aware of. If I attack him, he can pop his thorns for a lot of return damage. I did have a good ultimate on the Awilish as well as on Izanami when our Sun Kuei was ulted. Fortunately enough, we didn't really get anything out of it, and as you can see, my team is really struggling to survive. I tried to distract him, but I rather let him die than get this Juggernaut go through, to be honest. But he will be able to get out safely. The tier will return safely to the base. And looks like they are not going to aggress into us to try and get this Juggernaut through the portal. Which is good, which is good. That makes things a lot easier for us. Definitely a lot easier. And since the Sun Kuei isn't here, I'll just clear this wave quickly with my basic attacks to make sure that they can't push it into our portal. Yeah, so far I do like the change to Izanami. Again, I'm not sure if it's just because I'm fat a lot, but it feels like she does have a little bit more damage early on as well as you progress. But it's hard to tell from one game anyway, and especially if you're so far ahead, everything looks like it's going to do a lot more damage. Let's see if I can just burst it down. Damn it! Damn it, Ravana, why did you need to be so annoying? Bit unfortunate. I did miss my ultimate on them, so I won't be able to silence the Wheelish. What looks like the Ravana actually wants to fight or try to pick up a buff. I'm not sure, but let's see. One basic. Yes, basic will be enough. So that's going to be another kill. Ooh, nice Sanctuary. I won't be able to pick up that one, but maybe I can actually pick up... Never mind. Izanami's here as well. Won't be able to pick up the Scylla. If the Izanami wasn't there attacking me, then I would have just engaged onto the Scylla, try to get as much damage in as I can, because I can really burst her down as she is in her ultimate, trying to line that one up on my teammate. But Izanami does hurt, even though she is not as fat as I am. She can still do a lot of damage with her one activated. She went for a very different build than I am. I think she has a Transcendence and a Odysseus bow, which is kind of odd. They did change the Odysseus bow, so I haven't really tried it yet. It is a lot cheaper now. It's instead of 2450, it's now going to be 2100. They did nerf the damage on it a little bit, but that's fine. Wheelish did get the buff, but it's not going to save her. That's going to be a kill on the Wheelish. And I will be trying to box the Ravana at least. It looks like he's using Thorns, so I'll just go invisible. Use that last tick of the AC proc to heal up a little bit. Not going to do a lot, because it already was down. But I do need some penetration. The Ravana is just quite annoying. He's definitely focusing me at this stage. And with some penetration, I will be able to kind of shred through him pretty easily. Come on, can I body block some basics? Able to body block enough basics for our Scylla to survive. Let's see if I can get something going. Avoiding a lot of shots with my basics. Scylla is going for the ultimate. It's not going to save her. She's quite low on HP. I don't really want to hard commit on a Scylla. If she has a crush on, she can definitely do a lot. Doesn't look like the Ra wants to engage either. So I'll just clear this wave and head back again. Get that full penetration online with the Tides Bane. Well, not full penetration, but the 33% instead of the 22% will help out a lot. Especially against Ravana. Not sure if anyone else has protections. Doesn't look like it. There's one Magi's Blessing on the Scylla, but that's not going to provide a lot of protections. I think it's 10 physical protection and 10 magical, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's not going to get you anywhere. The base physical protection you get per level is just way higher than the protections you will get from the Magi's Blessing. It's more about the passive as well as the additional health you get from it. Not sure why Scylla went for it though. We don't have too many good CCs. I have a silence on my ultimate, fair enough. Silence on the Thanatos, stun on his ultimate, tear push. We do have some. Okay, every single one of us has a CC, to be fair. But I feel like most of them are quite avoidable, or one purification will kind of get rid of it already. For instance, if... Ooh, nice pull. She actually used it, but... let's see if I can get that one. Actually, my 2 finish that one off. AC procs, and that is going to be enough lifesteal. Oh my god, that AC proc came at the perfect moment. Popped my 1, continued to basic attack, deal Wheelish, and it was enough damage to keep myself alive as well as kill her as quickly as possible. A very, very close one. Definitely not something you want to fight, is a fat Izanami. I kind of understand why. I was quite low. Luckily enough, I did have the AC proc. So I was able to survive that one. As you can see, I swapped out the Ikaval for a Rage. Since I'm so far ahead and we still have like 120 tickets to go, I can kind of swap out my build for something more crit oriented. So I will swap out my Chins for a Deathbringer once I have enough gold. This will allow me to do a lot of more burst damage with my 1 activated. I feel like it's just a lot more effective than the Chins overall, because the amount of crit damage you can do is just quicker than you can get with your with your Chins. Although Chins is decently effective, especially against the Ravana. As you can see, 48 per basic attack confirmed on him with the Chin damage, which is not bad. It's actually very good, to be honest. But I feel like the crit will do a lot more, and since I do have the Titan's Bane, I feel like I can just burst through the Ravana anyway with a Deathbringer in addition. So that's something I'm looking forward to. I will be able to get it. I mean, the game is not over by a long shot. I won't be able to build any other crits, but I don't think I would want to, because I do have the attack speed. I kind of don't want to give up the hastenet. So I also don't want to give up the RC, because the life steal when below certain percentage HP is just too good. As well as the fact that it also is just base life steal and just, well, attack speed, flat penetration. You can see a decent amount of damage on the Ravana. He's trying to fight me. He's actually not hitting me for a lot and not hitting me often either. Come on. Can I? Oh, I can't. Why is he walking so strange? Why is he walking so strange? I'm so confused. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Although he did avoid my 2 as well as my ultimate, which I kind of wasted on him. But I don't know. Can I hit it? Yeah, I can, and it's crits as well, 400 damage, and that's without the Deathbringer. So as you can see, the crit is definitely going to be very effective. I picked up the Rage because I just wanted to crit a lot, and Rage is very good at that. Another option, of course, is the Wind Demon for additional attack speed and movement speed. I don't really feel like I need it though. With my Hastenet Fatalis, I feel like I have enough movement speed. And with Rage, my chance to crit is just higher. So I figured I could go for that instead. Also, my attack speed is pretty good. I mean, 1.9 roughly without my 1 activated, and with my 1, 2.3. So definitely a lot. Ravana used his 2, so he won't have any immunity. He did use his ultimate to get out, and another crit will secure the double kill on that Izanami as the second kill. I'm not very healthy on my HP, so I will retreat to the base. We don't have any healers, which is not even the worst thing either, because of course it is arena. You can be back in the fight pretty quickly. In about 10-15 seconds you're back in the fight, full HP. So yeah, that's going to be how we are doing it. It does look like my team is struggling. We might get this Juggernaut through though, if I'm able to deal a lot of damage. They are kind of grouping up. As you can see, the damage is kind of lackluster in that regard. But that's more because they can heal up in that raw heal. Purification to avoid that Wheelish ultimate. Ultimate will be enough to finish it off. Able to confirm that one for 700 damage on the Wheelish. Definitely a huge amount of damage. And since I haven't really used my Purification Beads for anything else other than the Wheelish pool combo, it's definitely working out. They don't have a lot of CCs on the team, which is kind of their downfall, I feel like. The ultimate from Izanami is not really too much of an issue for me as a basic attacker. The root from Ravana is also not really an issue. And if I get rooted by Scylla and ulted, I can also use my Sanctuary for that. So that's something that you want to look for. Let's see if we can get it. Yes, the ticket revealed the Izanami. And that's going to be the final kill. 19-1 in 7. Definitely destroying our opposition. I feel like she's very powerful. Do I think that this is the reason, well, the reason that I'm demolishing them this badly is because of the buff? I don't think so, but as you can see, a lot of damage, 47k roughly. That is going to be a lot of damage, 21 in 7. I feel like this was the best build I could have gone for, because they have a couple of lined abilities they need to confirm to do damage to me. The Scylla Sikkim, the Ra Beams, both of them. Ravana, his 3, Awili's Suku, as well as Izanami's 2 are all lined abilities that can be more difficult to confirm if your target is moving at a rapid speed. And with the Hastenet, you're definitely allowed to move like an idiot, running around, basically them for a lot of damage with the build I've gone for. This is what I have gone for. Of course, normally I won't go for a build like this. If they have less line abilities, I would rather go for something with just straight up more burst. Or just another attack speed item that can be quite useful. Kind of depends on what you're against. They're not very tanky, so one penetration item with the Titan's Bane is enough. Of course, Asi provides a little bit for that as well. This build is quite low on power though. I do get power boots, of course, and the Deathbringer gives you a lot of power, but Rage doesn't provide insane amount of power. Titan's Bane neither, both only 30. And Asi, as well as the Hastenet, won't provide you any power whatsoever. So that's something with this build that you kind of lack. But it also kind of makes up for it with the amount of mobility, attack speed, and just straight up damage you can have with your 1 activated. But that's just Izanami. She also has a lot of damage, of course, on her 2 and her ult. which I like a lot. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. So this was a kind of look at Izanami I really wanted to do. It is the first game I played with Izanami. I don't think I'll be able to do this well with every single game with her. But I was already doing quite well with Izanami, and she gets a buff, so not going to complain about that one. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll try to get to the Bakasura request as quickly as possible. That one has been laying around for a long time now. Not sure if I will do it in Conquest, because he is most potent there. But I'll have to see. I'll definitely get something with minions. Otherwise, you won't be able to use him as effective as you want to. Yeah, but okay. I'm rambling again. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.